I'm 34 years old, and I've been married to Nathan, my husband, for over a decade. We have 2 kids, Lily, who's 8, and Max, who's 6. From the outside, we probably seem like a typical family. But if you dig a little deeper, there's one issue that's been poisoning my life since the day I married Nathan, his mother, Margaret. Margaret is the kind of woman who acts sweet in front of company, but has a way of making you feel small when no one's watching. She's never liked me. She doesn't say it outright, of course. Instead, she does it in little ways, comments about my parenting, digs at my career, comparisons to my sister-in-law, Susan. Susan, according to Margaret, is the perfect wife. She stays home with the kids, makes elaborate home-cooked meals, and always looks put together. Meanwhile, I work in tech. My job is demanding, and I'm not home baking cookies or attending every school event. I do my best, but according to Margaret, it's never enough. It started small. Backhanded compliments about how impressive it was that Nathan was handling things so well despite my job. Subtle remarks about how kids need their mothers at home. But over time, she got bolder. She'd make comments in front of the kids, planting doubts in their minds. It was always little things. Lily, do you think mommy will remember to pick you up on time today? Max, I used to pack the most wonderful lunches for your daddy when he was your age. It's a shame your mom is too busy to do the same. Nathan always told me to ignore her, that she was just old-fashioned and didn't mean harm. But I knew better. Margaret knew exactly what she was doing. Then, one day, she crossed a line. We were visiting her house for the weekend, something I never looked forward to but tolerated for Nathan's sake. I had stepped outside to take a work call, leaving the kids in the living room with Margaret. When I came back, I found Lily sitting on the couch, her eyes red-rimmed and her lower lip trembling. Max looked confused, his little brows furrowed. I crouched down in front of them. What's wrong? Lily looked at me and hesitated. Then, in the smallest voice, she said, "Did you only have us so Daddy wouldn't leave you?" The room spun for a second. I barely registered the sound of Margaret sipping her tea like nothing had happened. I glanced at Max, who was waiting for my answer like he wasn't sure what to believe. What? I managed to ask. Margaret let out a little laugh. Oh, don't look at me like that. We were just chatting. I was telling them how some women feel pressure to have babies, that's all. But I knew that wasn't all. I turned back to Lily. Who told you that? She glanced at her grandmother but said nothing. Margaret smiled, like she had done nothing wrong. I stood up. Nathan. My voice was sharp enough that he came into the room immediately. He took one look at my face and then at our daughter, still holding back tears. What happened? Before I could speak, Margaret chimed in. Oh, honestly, stop being so dramatic. I was just having a conversation with the kids. They misunderstood. Nathan looked at her, then at me. I could see the moment he realized something was very, very wrong. What did you say to them? She sighed like she was the one being inconvenienced. I simply said that their mother was always so busy with work that she never seemed like the type who wanted children. That's all. It's the truth, isn't it? The way she said it, so casual, like she hadn't just put a knife in my daughter's heart. I clenched my fists. Nathan's face turned red. That's not a conversation you get to have with our kids. Oh, don't be ridiculous. I'm their grandmother. I'm just being honest. I took a step closer. You don't get to decide what my children believe about me. Margaret rolled her eyes. Well, if you were around more, maybe they wouldn't have to wonder. That was it. I turned to the kids. Go get your bags. Nathan looked at me, then at his mother, then back at me. We're leaving, I said. Margaret scoffed. Oh, don't be silly. I apologized. No, I cut her off. You didn't. Lily and Max rushed to grab their things, and Nathan, for once, didn't try to argue. He looked at his mother.